Hey everyone, welcome to week 5 of fantasy football. A few comments from last week. One, go Browns. I mean Tribe. Who am I kidding? Go Browns. Go Tribe. The Tribe distracts me from the Browns, and that's a great thing. And also from my fantasy football team, I only got one win, so it's nice just to forget about football for a little bit and watch the Tribe. So if you're an Indians fan out there, it's awesome, right? It's awesome. It's the year of Cleveland, and it's just fun to be a part of it. Comments, just 4 apologies. 1 goes to Matt Ryan, 2 to LaShawn McCoy, 3 to DeMarco Murray, and then the 4th one goes to Carlos Hyde. Those 4 people I was down on at the beginning of the year, didn't think we were going to have a good year, and here they are, we're 4 weeks in. They're some of the best people at their position. So if you got them, keep rolling with them. I think they're going to be good all year long. Now, I'm going to say I don't think Carlos Hyde is still #1 worthy, but he's a solid pick, so good job, Brock. All right, stud for this week. Andrew Coy, you're the man. You took down the undefeated team. You put up a huge game. And not only that, but you claimed being tied for first place. Good job, Andrew. The dud, I want to pick on Shane Humphrey. I feel like I'm just piling on him now. He's 0-4. Just things are looking awful over there. He barely scored points this last week. But I'm going to pick Brian Coy, mainly because you started off hot. I was big in your team. You were 2-0, and then you lost the last 2 weeks. So maybe have your son help you out this week. I don't know. I'm sure you're going to be fine, but you need to pick it up a little bit. And from the other league, news from the other league, Ryan, he's the only undefeated guy left. You have none in this league. We have 1 in ours, and it's Ryan. He's got a really good matchup this week against Eric, so we'll see what happens. But Ryan is 4-0. All right, predictions for this week. We have Shane versus Steven. Shane, with all of your power, man, you find this kid, and you distract him. You distract Steven, okay? He needs 1 or 2 wide receivers. One's hurt, might not play. The other one's out. He has them both in. You invite him over your house on Sunday. You do whatever you can to distract him from changing his lineup. Because if you do that, this could be your first week. And I think it's going to be your first win. Welcome out of the basement. All right, Chris Parker versus Brock. Carlos Hyde, I mentioned. That's exciting, right? Brady returns. But do you know who the toughest opponent for Tom Brady has been in his career? You'll never guess. The Cleveland Browns. He has some of his worst numbers against the Browns. The Browns have some of their best defensive numbers, some of their best offense numbers of any opponent that's ever played New England. It's crazy. So is that enough to shut it down this week? Should you not play Brady? I think Gurley's going to be weak, so that's unfortunate. He's not putting up the numbers that you need, Chris, and I think Brady is going to roll. I think he's going to be fine. So, Brock, you win this week. Chris Levet versus Andrew. This is a great one. I wish Drew Brees was in. I feel like this is game of the week status, 150 plus points for each of you if Brees was in. So it comes down to these 2 matchups. I have Michael Floyd versus Blount. 2 weaknesses for both of you, but I think Blount's going to do better. And then I have Stafford. He's got to match Aaron Rodgers. I don't think that he can. Brees could, but I don't think Aaron Rodgers can. So I'm going to give him a win to Chris Levet. All right, and I have Marshall versus Brian. Marshall, you are hurting for some running backs. I mean, you were starting 2 Panthers. That's just surprising. But you got to do what you got to do. And Johnson already had a big game against you. And I think this is Brian's bounce back week. So, Brian, welcome back to the win column. All right, last is the Walkers versus Kevin Neal. This is a close one. There are 6 great wide receivers in this, but there's one problem. Brian Hoyer is now the quarterback for the Bears, and he's playing well. The issue is he's just not throwing the ball to Alshon. So that drops, and I think Ryan Fitzpatrick, he has the potential of throwing 10 interceptions this week. Kevin, sorry. So the Walkers, I think you win. That's it. I hope to see you all on Sunday night at the Fall Fest, and as always, go Browns.